Hi. What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? What is happening? Oh no, BFA. Well, there's always the VOD. I mean, that's way more live than I am, in the sense of truly live. Perhaps I will be too tired that day. I mean, obviously somebody just took their fucking bones from their chicken and stuck it in their pizza there. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Expect bones, I would say. If you're going to click the link, expect bones. Oh, excuse me. I am just fucking wiped out. I've been under attack today. Have a client that's being a little bit of a problem. And it's a whole chain of like their bosses are pressuring down on them, and then they're deferring it on to the next people in line. Somehow it's arriving at me. I'm one of the stops in that chain. You know? Yep, I pass it down to you guys. That's how it goes. I hate to tell you this. I keep yawning, motherfuckers. I just keep yawning. I don't want to yawn anymore. That went perfectly. You're loser? I don't know if loser is the opposite of leader. But you nailed it with jeer. Jeer is pretty good. I feel like a jeer is the opposite of a cheer, perhaps. It's at least antithetical. I'm highly distracted, I have to say. I apologize. I am, I'm just washed today. Long day indeed. As I sort of already alluded to, I have just sort of a problem client situation going on. But what happened is today I had like the ultimate terrible meeting cadence. I had a meeting like every half an hour for like 6 hours. That's not correct. I didn't describe that correctly. I had meetings spread out across 6 hours with half an hour breaks in between them. How's that? Does that explains it better, I think. One of those situations where it's like you don't have enough time between the meetings to ramp back up into whatever the fuck you were doing. Yeah, meeting about the meetings. It was just a busy day. It wasn't like, look, you know, you gotta have meetings sometimes. I gotta do stuff. And honestly, there's a lot of times where shit has been bad because I wasn't on a meeting or two where somebody decided like, well, we don't want to bother him. And then, you know, a week or two later, a bunch of people are mad that something didn't happen or something was expected that isn't possible or, you know, just whatever. So, I don't know, give and take. But today's arrangement of meetings was just horrific. And then on top of that, I had something like extremely urgent that needed to also be done today. So it's like, well, we've arrived at the end of the day and now I can finally get to work. So that's where I'm at. That's how I'm feeling. Oh. Blah, blah, blah. So once I hop off of here, I'm going to go hop back onto that. Basically. That's what I'm going to do. And as if I didn't already have enough punishment, I created some more of my own self-inflicted punishment where I started messing around with Nextcloud. Self-host. And I had avoided it for a long time. I tried it once and I was like, wow, this is a big, huge, bloated pile of shit. And then I didn't go back to it. But then I've recently arrived at the conclusion that for some of the stuff that I want, it's probably the best solution. That doesn't make it not a big, huge, bloated pile of shit still. But it is pretty nice for some things that are kind of other solutions don't really exist that are pleasant, such as syncing and backing up calendars and contacts. the things that brought me back IFA were calendars and contacts and just brain dead general file storage. Just a brain dead file dump. Because I have pulled down my Google and my Dropbox, but they're disorganized, both of them. And I just have them each in folders on the server. I haven't set up backup because I don't want them to just be these 2 folders on the server. And I also don't have time to really organize. So I've been trying to figure out, like, well, what am I going to do about that? How do I want to handle that? And I think Nextcloud might be a reasonable organization thing for that sort of crap, which I can then hook into my backups pipeline, and then I'll feel a lot better. So then I'll have my calendars, contacts, and my random file archive in automated encrypted backups offsite. I'm getting scared because the move is coming up. And I don't really have the server prepared for, you know, a like possible genuine catastrophe. I don't want to move the server before I've set up a couple of precautions. I'm feeling a little bit scared. But yes, Nextcloud is like inviting a whole bunch of extra bullshit into your life. Like, boy, oh boy, getting the DAVX5 contacts, sync stuff set up on Android was a fucking shit show. There's something fucky about when you have Nextcloud behind a reverse proxy. It acts like it isn't behind a reverse proxy, but they use like WebAuth for everything. I don't know why they did this, but in every app, every piece of software they've ever written, they don't want to like use an API or something. I don't know what it is. They don't want to rewrite their auth ever again. They don't want to do a form with user and password in an application, apparently. So in the app and in the desktop app, everything wants to kick to the browser. But my instance of Nextcloud, which, as I said, I have behind a reverse proxy, is like it's a fuckhead. It doesn't work with this. I get shit like, the return server URL does not start with HTTPS, despite the login URL started with HTTPS. Like, okay, what does that mean, man? Why would it return something wrong? And then you said it was right? I don't know. I don't want to know. So that's that's plaguing me. And then to correct that kind of stuff, because this is a big stupid PHP application, you have to edit config.php. Wherever the fuck that is. Presumably in the config directory. But like, I just haven't. Because I don't really want to fucking edit a config.php file. Why are PHP applications like this? Maybe it's because PHP is as old as the fucking hills. Why is anybody still building anything with it? Yeah. Yeah. It is serving my purposes outside of that, but fuck, man. Right? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I will say, though, I had a moment of pure joy when I saw all of my contacts sync correctly. And it all just sort of happily updated and, you know, saved on both ends, you know, like on the phone, on the server. I mean, as far as I know, tape backup is still great, isn't it? I feel like a lot of people really covet a tape backup system. Well, I wouldn't say that if I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Because then you're going to start getting websites written in Java and... or you might have people go the other fucking direction and head to like Perl and CGI bin. PHP was, when it came out, an improvement on some things. All right. No, I mean, I never did PHP myself. I only know the side effects of PHP. That's all I know. Yeah, I don't even know where you start with tape, though. The size ratio probably isn't great. Right? Like how much square footage does a petabyte take up in tape versus, you know, Rust or NAND? Yeah. And well, so what they have to do, the way it works with PHP is you do cron, right? That's how you do background tasks, quote unquote. You just have cron. Yep. See, that fires off shit. It is pretty wacky, and it's weird that they haven't migrated to something more modern, but I imagine they must just have a lot of legacy. But look, it's good that something like this exists, you know? I mean, Nextcloud does make it way, way, way more viable to, you know, evacuate from the G Suite than it would be without something like Nextcloud. That said, I did disable their Photos app because I will be keeping all of that in image. But I think I'm going to let it handle like my documents and stuff. There's a lot of like really useful stuff potentially. Like you can set up document OCR stuff, which could be really cool for doing like phone scanning of documents directly into the server and then having them, you know, searchable text and blah 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 blah. I like that. Oh,
I'm ready for my beating.
Tell me about it. Optional Optimist. Thank you for 103 months. I am absolutely ready for my beating. But yeah, it's another one of those things where, like, I just get so much satisfaction from just being able to have stuff like, you know, set up nicely and syncing and yada yada. I love the, like, I don't have to have any contacts on my device at all now. Paperless NGX. Yeah, I have seen that here and there. I have not used it yet. Yes, that is true. If you have outages, that will fuck shit up. But, well, one thing I can say is you do have stuff locally, in at least the way I'm setting shit up. I have that consideration, right? So if I lose the connection to home, my password manager is still going to have the last sync. My contacts are still going to be the last sync. You know what I mean? Losing the connection doesn't make all that disappear. So it's really not a problem. As soon as I'm back on the network, I'm good. So, and in fact, if I make any changes on the road, then those just sync up when I get back to the network or whenever the connection is restored. It's kind of an ideal system. I kind of am in love with it. I'm a little bit, perhaps, too obsessed with it. But, I mean, for my purposes, it works absolutely beautifully. And I just love the feeling of knowing that it's like I'm controlling all of it. I'm not beholden to somebody else's bullshit. And no one else can access my shit. Oh, you did the math, Copper? A 36 terabyte hard drive is 0.39 liters, while LTO is 0.323 liters per tape. Okay, and the current LTO 10 tapes can be 40 terabytes uncompressed. Holy shit. So if the tapes are on a shelf, it would be quite a bit smaller, both due to capacity and size, for a PB of tape storage. That's very interesting, honestly. How many tablespoons? Yeah. Thank you for explaining all of this in liquid volume. I wonder if I did this correctly. I was cleaning up my local device contacts by unlinking them. But I actually just realized, I don't know if that's been... if they were giving me, like, shared... like, combined information. And I've just been blowing it away. I haven't done contacts data management much. Actually, it seems like it was fine. It looks like we're fine. They just split into two identical things. Cool. Do they do case sizes in liters often? To be fair, you often see photos of horses fucking. That was so crazy that I said that way. Ta-da! I officially have no locally saved contacts at all. Huzzah. I'm happy with that. I've got no contact, baby. Well, I should probably get on out of here. That is a good post from Tom. That Karundu posted in Discord. Oh my god. Tumblr, or not Tumblr, but Discord links are fucking massive. I was gonna share it, but it's a big dumb link. He wrote, in the back of the squad car, playing peekaboo with the cop in front. He's laughing and clapping his hands when I come back, but whenever I disappear, he panics and starts fumbling with his service weapon. He's really fucking funny, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get out of here, folks. Sorry for the shit stream. Promise I am working hard on making this a thing of the past. I hope you all have a lovely night, and I'll see you next stream.